Hello, I'm here in Istanbul. Throughout my journey, I met lots of interesting people. They were very happy to share their experiences, how they dealt with the situation we are living through now, how they acted together, how they worked so hard throughout pandemic, and how they managed to go through. They are very happy. They are very kind to sharing their thoughts, their experiences, and I'm very grateful for that. Thank you.
The great city of Istanbul is shedding a light on many of our questions and thoughts surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic. There seems to be a spark here, and we will try and capture it and hope to provide that light at the end of the tunnel that others look for.
I've been practicing pulmonary medicine for almost like 25 years now. And I worked in a private hospital, in a small private hospital. And during the pandemic, I was working there. And I worked there for like 4 months until, we discharged the last COVID patient from our hospital. When the first case was announced by our health minister, it was March 11th. And after 2 days, just 2 days later, we had the first case in our hospital. And we don't know what to do, and then immediately we get together, all the hospital administrations, all the doctors together, and try to make a plan. So what's gonna do next? And then we made the conseil or advisory board, including all the internal medical doctors, including myself, hospital administration, the pharmacist, and all the body that we may need in the board. And then we start regular meetings every morning. Everything was new. This disease was new, and it was not written in any of our books. So we were learning with the disease. We learned a lot of things, not only things related to the disease, things that related to the humanity and taking care of the patients, patient care, and these kind of things. So my young colleagues were so stressed out. They were like talking about changing medication and starting new antibiotics and new medications. So I was always telling them that please calm down. Patient's clinic is much more important than the lab results. Please focus on the clinic. So altogether, we learned a lot of things from each other, from the patients' families, and from the disease together. This disease caused a lot of damage in the mental health of the people. So with this hazard occurred in the mental health, also produced by the authorities. Everybody says different things. World Health Organization says something different. CDC says something different. Some professors. Everybody is stay inside because they are afraid of going outside. And I tell them all the time, please. Mental health is the first to keep your immunity, healthy. And you need to exercise because our body is designed to move around. Just go outside, make your exercise, just put a normal surgical mask on your face. The authorities should focus to decrease the, the anxiety level, stress level of the people, the public. This is very important. We need a worldwide consensus, what to do or what not to do. We need to consider our mental health first before given the which medication or vaccine. Because, as a human being, we need this. We are not just objects. So we are living organisms. So our mental health is very important. I'm still following many private patients with COVID-19. Since at these days, most of the people with COVID-19, if their condition is not very bad, if they don't need to use oxygen, they are not allowed to stay in the hospital. So therefore, they need a good, reliable contact to talk to. So what I do now, I talk to them on the phone every day, and I ask them questions about, what is their oxygen saturation, their temperature, what, symptoms they have. Is it getting worse, any worse? So what I do, actually, I'm doing more like a psychologist more than like a pulmonologist.
My specialized is IVF treatment, also some endoscopic surgery, and of course the obstetricians. I have a lot of patients. In the pandemic time, I have continued to work. And also, unfortunately, I was sick in end of the April. It was so hard illness for me because I'm a very healthy person. It's the biggest infection in my life, COVID infection. I stayed at hospital 10 days. And in 10 days, I lost 6 kilograms. I had a high fever. I had a bilateral pneumonia. That's why it was so hard. But I was lucky because I didn't feel any dyspnea. Depression is a very big problem, I think, because beginning of the infection, we don't know anything about the infection, and we stayed home alone or our family. It was so difficult. In Turkey, older than 65 years old people must stay their house like a prison. They felt they couldn't walk outside, and some chronic problems were coming. For example, stroke. It's a very important health problem, and some cardiac problems and orthopedic problems or mental problems. If I suggest something about the COVID protect, of course I say the same things. Please take a mask, please keep a distance, and please personal hygiene is attention. Now I'm healthy, just I have small problems for my lung, that's why I couldn't run. I am a marathon runner in the past. I said in the past, but just only 2 years ago, I have a lot of medals. For example, 2 races, I finished the first woman in my category. Today I'm sad I couldn't run well. Asked my doctors and they said it's very early to run marathon, please slow down. And then I learned the life is slow down, because after the COVID I learned we don't need the more money. We need to do our health and our life. Personal life is very important. Relationship is very important. Now I'm changing my mind after the COVID infection, because before the conversation I'm explained my work too hard, and no nights, no weekend. Every time I running the hospital. That's why now I want to change my work time. I spend more time with my dog, and we go outside in the forest, for example. This is very good feeling to deep breath. After the COVID, I understand very well.
People's lives changed as lockdown was imposed, and then a further gradual change happened as we all struggled with a set of haphazard and often nonsensical rules. Many of us were simply scared because of the maelstrom of facts about coronavirus. The TV, the internet, and the newspapers went into overdrive with experts and statistics. the economic damage is frightening to contemplate. Everyone wants this situation to be over soon. We all yearn for normal, functioning lives again. We all desire the human group emotions of laughter, joy, and living.
Art is Heart sloganıyla 25 yıl öncesinde başladığım sanat ve kültür hayatıma hiç aralıksız devam ediyorum. Pandemi öncesindeki sürece değinecek olursak, sosyal ve fiziksel alanda birebir kendi koleksiyoner müşterilerimizle ve ziyaretçilerimizle kontaktaydık. 11 Mart Dünya Sağlık Örgütü'nün Covid-19 pandemi açıklaması ile birlikte tüm dünyada olduğu gibi bizde de bir şok etkisi oldu sanat ve kültür konusunda. Yalnız biz bu süreci hızlı ve ciddi bir kararlılıkla dijital platforma ve çevrimçi platformlara taşımayı becerdiğimizi düşünüyorum. Dünya ve Türkiye genelinde birçok galeri, etkinlik, bienal ve fuarlar kapandıktan sonra, kötü bir süreç geçirdikten sonra tekrar galerinin açılmasıyla ben dönüş anımı şöyle hatırlıyorum. Galerinin kapısını açtığımda bir mabede girdiğimi hissettim. İnanılmaz güzel bir etki ve müthiş bir motivasyondu bu benim için.
Almost 7 years we are doing a apart hotel, and we have the many guests from other countries, and you know, we thought earthquake, we thought war, we thought everything, every bad situation that what we can do we plan, but we never think about this one. Because of this is in my life first time I have this kind of things, so that's why we actually first time we couldn't understand and we couldn't believe, you know. And actually, and when the board is closed, nobody come to Istanbul really, and we little bit scared about not taking the people, all of the people to building, because it was very important for me to protect who is staying with us. They be careful about the rules really, and our guests also help to us. They make it sure, yeah, they make it help, and when we say like that, they do it. Actually, our guest was healthier. They were, when they go to their country, they were good. They all thank you to us because of you. It's very important. Now it's a little bit better. Anyway, the guests are coming, and still we are busy. But I'm not sure about like 1 year or 2 years is going to be same for last year or before the years, but it takes time, I think.
Pandemi sonrası gitmek istediğim ülkeler arasında ilk etapta Ürdün, Arjantin ve işimle alakalı olarak da New York var. Çünkü pandemi süreci öncesinde New York'taki bir fuara katılım yazışmalarımız devam ediyordu. Pandemiyle birlikte biz bunu askıya aldık. Bu askıya alma sürecini pandemiden sonra ertelemeyi düşünmüyoruz. Diliyorum ki New York'ta The Stage Art Gallery olarak var olabiliriz.
After the COVID, when the border is opening, I want to visit again to around the Turkey and the other countries. I love the Africa and the safari trip, because I have went to 2 times. I want to go more, and I love the Greek islands. If it's possible, I will go to the Greek islands first of all.
You know, I would like to I have been in many countries in Europe. I've been to, the United States. But it's always my dream to go to Far East. Go countries like China, Vietnam, Cambodia, and see, these countries and people there, because I heard a lot of good things about the life over there. I hope this pandemic will end soon and we will be, allowed to, travel wherever we want.
Each step we make can bring good changes. Each step will bring positivity into our ordinary lives. Each step will add to this new journey. Each journey will be an individual adventure. With so many blessings, we will all get to know each other again.